Hello, this is Dr. Zhao. In this video, you'll learn industry classifications, which is the foundation of competitive intelligence. Industry classification is a grouping of enterprises with similar products or services and similar customers and suppliers. It is used by government agencies to track economic conditions, by securities analysts to construct portfolios, and by management consultants or business analysts to compare companies' performance to that of their peers. Accurate industry classification is the foundation of competitive analysis because we need to compare apple to apple. As an example, although airlines and air freight and airports are all a part of the transportation industry, their products and services and customers and suppliers are quite different. In fact, airlines are often the customers of the airports. Thus, comparing an airline to another airline makes sense, but to an airport is quite pointless. Industry classification typically has a nested structure. For example, sectors are the broadest grouping, such as industrials, consumer discretionary, and real estate. Each sector has multiple industry groups, which is a finer grouping. For example, industrials has commercial and professional services, capital goods, and transportation. Now, each industry group may have multiple industries. For example, transportation has airlines and transportation infrastructure, which includes airports. Many countries and organizations provide classification systems. Some of the most popular ones are listed here. Bloomberg LP provides the Bloomberg Industry Classification Standard, BICS. The finest grouping has 2,294 sub-industries. Standard & Poor's and MSCI developed the Global Industry Classification Standard, GICS, with 157 sub-industries as the finest grouping. United States, Canada, and Mexico government developed the North American Industry Classification Standard, which is also widely used, with 1,175 sub-industries. This system was based on SIC, which is the Standard Industry Classification, originally developed by US government. We shall focus on GICS, developed by Standard & Poor's and MSCI. Its 2016 version has 11 sectors, 24 industry groups, 68 industries, and 157 sub-industries. You can check out this link at the bottom to see the details. In my opinion, GICS is not only simpler with fewer finest groupings, but also because this classification is supply chain based. Let's use the food supply chain as an example. Different segments along this supply chain are classified into different sub-industries. For example, agriculture products are those companies planting and growing produces. Packaged foods and meats are companies processing and packaging food products. Food distributors will be responsible for distributing food products to retailers such as food retail and hypermarkets and supercenters. Such an classification allows us to do the value chain analysis. The healthcare supply chain provides another example. It starts with the life sciences sub-industry that provides tools and services such as clinical trials for drug development. Then we have the pharmaceuticals and biotechnology sub-industries. These are the companies develop and manufacture drugs. Now, the drugs will be distributed by the healthcare distributors to drug retail and healthcare facilities, such as hospitals, to be consumed by patients. Our next example is the IT hardware supply chain, which starts from semiconductor equipment sub-industry that provides raw materials and equipment for semiconductor manufacturing. Then we have the semiconductors sub-industry. These are the companies that manufacture and supply semiconductors to electronic components sub-industry, right? Which in turn supplies the technology hardware, storage, and peripherals sub-industry. So these are the companies that manufacture computers and cell phones and so on. Now these products will be distributed by the technology distributors, right, through channels to computer and electronics retail and internet and direct marketing retail. Now the question is how to find the classification of a company. One way is to search on the GCPS Navigator. Just type in the company name or ticker symbol in this box. And if the company is in the system, then it will return the company's classification and major competitors. For example, searching Apple returns information technology as the sector, technology hardware and equipment as the industry group, technology hardware, storage, and peripherals as the industry and sub-industry. Now you can also see the major competitors here, and you can adjust the filters on country and KPI to refine the search on the competitors. Let's now get into action. Let's type Apple here. Right, let's suppose that's the company you're searching for, and click on it. Here's the star map. Okay, now on this panel to your left, you have all the classification information and competitors. But on this star map, you can find more information. So let's zoom in a little bit to find more. Okay, here's information technology, and here is technology hardware, storage, and peripherals. Now, if you zoom in on the sub-industry, then the system will generate more competitors.